All right, I'm here with Matt from TE Connectivity. How you doing, man?
Good, Carlos. How are you?
Good. Smart Kitchen Summit, we're here. How's your show been so far?
Show's been actually very good this year. One of the things we've noticed is maturity in the SKS and the Smart Kitchen Summit over
Definitely.
time. Maturity not only in the presentation and who presents, but the content that's coming available and how also the entrepreneurs are approaching the market.
Right.
Years ago, it was kind of IoT for the sake of IoT, and now we're really seeing the entrepreneurs focus on some real innovative problems to solve.
Yeah, looking at the problems that are out there and then finding cool ways to do it.
Exactly, and that's very intriguing for our company. We're TE Connectivity. We're a very large, technological industry company relative to manufacturing and engineering. Those are our core competencies.
Okay.
And we cover wide swaths of the market, have a lot of business in many different places, but I'm very concerned about the home and the business that we have there on behalf of TE, and this really gives me insights as to what the mega trends are in the market,
right,
and how do we properly position ourselves for long-term success.
And so speaking of that, how do you position yourself to help support these companies?
Well, in this case, the entrepreneurs, we have what I call an initiative we call BOM 1.0. We're a manufacturer. We're very interested in the materials that all of these appliances and applications use. So we want to be on the forefront of that design in choice.
Right.
To be able to do that, that's I would say, a bit of a challenge because the entrepreneurial market is very fragmented all over the world. So this one allows us to give a little bit of insight as to who those new real innovators are. Because if we can capture so-called the right ones, we get a little bit of a crowd effect, we believe. As well as, again, just that ability to communicate our message, increase our brand awareness. We recognize we're not always the most important element of their design, but albeit, right, we're critical.
You're critical, you're the making it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this show and other ones like it seem invaluable then, because it's like this one place you can go to kind of figure out, like you said, the trends and stuff like that. So what's some company that you worked with that you've helped manufacture these products that you really are excited about?
Yeah, one company that actually we met here last year was Vertical, a new entrepreneurial company. They're focused on trying to help bring, I'll say, the farm into the restaurant or into the home.
Right.
They're specifically about being able to grow small greens on within, I'll call it an appliance.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of value out of that because what that company does, and it really matches with our TE purpose. Right, we're a company that's around sustainability, safety, connectivity, and productivity.
Right.
And so they're doing many of those same problems, but doing it on the leading edge. And it really helps us to understand how does an entrepreneur go after these markets. Again, they have that fast-moving pace that stretches us as a company, but also they get a benefit from us. And one of the interesting benefits that I've noticed is the entrepreneurs, they're focused on a very innovative problem that no one else has really tried to solve before. However, there's a plethora of problems that go around with bringing a new product to market.
Right.
That in many cases, those problems have already been solved, and an expertise with a company like TE really helps them bring that along at a much faster pace.
Right, instead of them having to reinvent the wheel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we, with our network, with our engineering expertise, we're the ones that really can help them be more successful, bringing that new innovative idea to market.
That's awesome. Yeah, both of you guys get raised up in that.
Absolutely.
They're doing the innovation. You have already solved all these problems.
Correct.
So speaking of that and that device specifically, let's talk about the future of the kitchen. I've been talking about a lot of people here today. That kind of device would allow people to be growing their own stuff.
Right.
In their, maybe not kitchen, maybe just somewhere else in the home. Do you see the kitchen getting smaller? Do you see more smart devices being, part of everyday living?
That's a great question. Both of those are, two alternative futures, right? We don't know which one that's going to be. And this is one of the key things that we try to figure out as a company as to what is that market landscape, where are the mega themes that things are going. And you mentioned too, one is, hey, is the kitchen going to get smaller because of new demographics that are coming about, new services that are being provided by new innovative companies. That potentially it could be very disruptive to my company, right?
That's the negative side for your company.
Correct.
Yes.
But the alternative is, as you mentioned, hey, there are new products and services coming out. So how do we get on track with those? I think one of the key themes that I'm seeing out of the show this year is really the concept of food as an elixir, meaning that what we eat really impacts hugely our health. And how does the kitchen, how does the supply chain, how does all the ecosystem around getting from the farm to the plate going to affect our health?
Right.
And it's going to be companies that I think that solve this problem, because the individual, the value's got to be done at the individual level. And in this case, we're talking about better health for the individual. And those companies that can make that connection to the individual, that they're making their life better, I think those are going to be the ones that will be most successful.
Yeah, and I think that as these products prices come down, you're going to see people want to and go towards that direction more. Obviously, the need for health and stuff like that is a huge trend if you're talking about trends. So that's not going anywhere, I don't think, anytime soon. And you marry that together with prices coming down, and then you have a lot of business.
Yeah, and I think that's where a company like TE can be very beneficial, right? We're a large-scale manufacturer.
Yeah.
We can help bring those great ideas to scale.
Yep.
That's again one of the value propositions that we bring to the entrepreneurs is that aspect. Hey, we know how to make things.
Yeah.
And we know how to make things all over the world, and we know how to make them at a high quality and reliable level.
Yep. Well, man, I wish you all the luck in the world, and thanks for stopping by here, and have a good rest of your show.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.